We only just ended in positive territory on the JSE All Share, but we had really strong movements to the upside today. It seems that some of the resource stocks actually dragged us slightly lower. Financials doing quite well today, 11.5 billion rand passing through the market. Give us a sense on the trading of today.
Hi there. Overall, a fairly volatile session. We spent most of the day in positive territory just ahead of this European summit, which is taking place tomorrow. But some poor US economic data and earnings did pull us back. And then reports of the summit being cancelled tomorrow saw our market sell off sharply before that was rebucked, and them saying that it was only the finance ministers meeting that is cancelled and the summit will go ahead tomorrow. So market did stage the recovery towards the close, a little bit of rand weakness contributing to that. Also a recovery in a fair number of the commodity prices towards the close saw us head back and pretty much break even.
Absolutely. Taking a look at the financial stocks, because they had quite a fantastic day today, and yesterday, as you mentioned, the resource space actually was relatively buoyant. We saw a bit of reversion out of the industrial stocks with it to the resource space, and now we're seeing that the industrial stocks, particularly the retailers, are in vogue, and resources not so much, with exception of a few. What do you make of the fact that we're starting to see rotation out of certain sectors into others? Is there a specific trend that is playing out?
Trend on the day, I don't think it's particularly specific. It looks like maybe a little bit more of a defensive play ahead of the summit tomorrow. Resources had a particularly strong showing yesterday on optimism that we will have some finality on the European story. So seeing that reversion on that side, but overall it looks like the domestics particularly good performance today.
Today we had the medium-term budget policy statements and of course a bit of news with regards to the JSE. Any inward listed companies are going to now be viewed as domestic. Of course, British American Tobacco could be influenced. Give us a sense in terms of how the market is going to take this news up. Is it a good piece of news right now for investors?
Overall, we view it as positive. The issue has been up for discussion for a while with Treasury, so a classification of British American Tobacco as a domestic rather than an inward listed will see domestic players being able to hold British American Tobacco rather than it being deemed as an inward listed security. And
Michael, what is your preferred play going forward? Given all the uncertainty, would you be holding back before we hear decisive action out of Europe?
At this stage, it does look like most are still sidelined with rather large cash holdings, looking for some finality on Europe.